All right, yo, what up, what up, what up, people? What's popping? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, Miles Cunningham in the building, Myron and Fresh Prince CEO. Listen, we about to give y'all some heavy game on this Instagram shit, man, because, you know, Fresh and Myron just came out with their new program, DMs on Demand. You feel what I'm saying? And we also have the link at the top of the chat, so you guys can click on that link to, you know, get that program and everything. But you know, Myron and Fresh, real quick, just like let everybody know what the program's about, what's in it, and we just gonna, you know, start talking about some game as far as like, you know, getting chicks on Instagram.
Sure. Fresh, you want to talk about it real quick, and then I'll talk about why it's so important to be on IG nowadays, and I'll give you guys some free game right there.
Yeah, guys. So, matter of fact is, out here in the world, we're at a big disadvantage, and to even the playing field, we kind of need something to boost us up, right? So, for the most part, we know we need game for sure. We know we need our money to be right at some point. But long and short of it is, the great equalizer is Instagram. Because guess what? Most guys nowadays that use Instagram correctly are getting most of the girls before even going outside of their house. And that's very important because guess what? If I'm at my home, I can save my time and energy, maximize business or whatever I need to do. And then from there, I can get girls hitting me up on Instagram, instantly DM. It's kind of like a funnel. If your funnel goes to you, you don't have to worry about going out there, going crazy. You can literally live your life and get girls coming to you on autopilot. That's the point of this course, to show guys, you know what? Put some work into Instagram. Still do cold posts when you can. For the most part, put work into Instagram and watch the fruits of your labor. Because guess what, guys? Literally, I can go on 35 days a day with different chicks from all over the world just from Instagram. And that's incredible. I'm receiving all the time too. And Locario, you guys see my receipts, so you know.
Yeah, he's showing the receipts behind the scenes, the stuff that we can't show on the YouTubes.
Right. Now, facts. That's what's up. And so, like, this is the thing, because a lot of guys are probably gonna be like, man, like, you know, there's chicks on there that's you know, bad Instagram models. You know, there's a chick that I know around my way, and I follow her on Instagram and all this other stuff. So they're gonna be like, how am I gonna get this girl? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To hit me up, or how, like, what are some things guys need to do? You know what I'm saying? Because if a dude, if he don't have an Instagram right now, or if his Instagram is not really on point, what is some stuff that guys actually have to do to you know, to really spruce it up? You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Like what are some of the things that you guys, you know, teach in the DMs on Demand course that, you know,
yeah,
like
so,
give you guys a taste on what they signing up for.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So
one thing is perception, guys.
Yeah, the one perception. So the big thing so I'm going to break it down from A to Z for you guys. So I'm going to try to keep this rant nice and short and concise. So if we want to give you guys value too, man, this ain't going to be no hard sales pitch. We're going to give you guys value on Instagram as well. So the reality is this, guys, we live in a deregulated sexual marketplace where girls pretty much are the ones doing all the choosing. You know what I'm saying? The days of, oh, I make $50,000 a year with my Kia Sophia, whatever it may be, like those days are done. So you know, nowadays, since girls have the ultimate selection on who they want to deal with, whatever, girls are basically up to the highest bidder. You know what I'm saying? I always say highest bidder wins. So on Instagram, right, quite frankly, girls spend a lot of their time on Instagram. And this is the point now where if you're trying to, like, most young, attractive women have an Instagram profile to some degree, and they put a lot of stake on their Instagram, right? Because we all know, you know, attention is a woman's currency. And how can a woman get attention nice and easily? Instagram, the internet. So if you're there on her feed all the time, right, passively demonstrating higher value, which we teach you how to do in the course, through your stories, through your pictures, etc., she's going to start to see facets of your life that she would have otherwise never seen, and you will be able to get and pull or maybe attract a girl that you otherwise would have never had a chance to do. And you guys know I'm a huge cold approach advocate. Yeah. Let's say you cold approach a chick, right?
Right.
You cold approach a chick, and then another dude cold approaches a chick. You guys have even game, both similarly attractive, but she's able to see that other guy's Instagram and look at his story, see his lifestyle, etc., get a better view of who he is. Who she's going to respond to more now, because I always say dealing with chicks is sex is sales. So, you know, they say you need to interact with a customer about 7 to 9 times before they buy.
Yes.
Right.
That's exactly how it is Instagram with the chick. She's going to look at your pictures, your profile, and then when you DHV enough and you show like that, yo, this dude is congruent with who he says he is, that's when she's going to send you that DM with the smiley eyes, or, oh, where's my invite, or whatever, which we all know girls have zero game when it comes to initiating conversation. Right. So it's their way of telling you, talk to me, please. You know what I'm saying? because she ain't gonna DM you unless a girl is not gonna DM a guy unless she's sexually interested, because she has enough DMs already. You know what I'm saying? So so the power of Instagram is it lets you passively demonstrate higher value and show value to a girl you might have otherwise lost as well. Because there's funny story. We got to okay. So let's go down memory lane real quick, bro. We live in we obviously, as you guys know, we're here in the Panorama Tower in Miami, right? It's the tallest building in Miami. And this building, bro, bad chicks live here
24/7.
There's celebs here. There's social media influencers, whatever. Selena Powell lives here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And her friend, they were both on the No Jumper podcast talking about sucking NBA players, right? So Fresh, when we were first moving in here, there was this bad Venezuelan chick that lived here. And Fresh got her number, whatever it may be, you know, hey, whatever. She was being flaky, but Fresh was smart enough to get her Instagram too.
Yep.
Right.
So she was being flaky. She like canceled one date, whatever it may be, but she started seeing his stories. And then she was able to come back around. They had a conversation on Instagram, and then he actually ended up going out with her last weekend.
And guys,
And this is a chick that would otherwise probably never responded in another situation. Go ahead.
let me just add to that as well. Let's say you got an ex-girlfriend, right? Or a girl you like talking to. And for whatever reason, she kind of like bounced on you, right? This is also a way to get her back, because guess what?
Yeah.
When you improve your lifestyle, you improve your life, and you showcase it on social media, girls that were into you before lost interest could come back to you, say, hey, stranger, how you doing? You ever, look, Carol, you ever got a text where it goes like, hey, stranger, how you doing? It's out of the blue.
That happens all the time, because the thing is, the thing is what's cool about this is that the funny part is like, even it could be a girl you spoke to once, you know what I'm saying, got information, a girl that you used to fuck with, a girl that was, you know, just wishy-washy, whatever. Then what happens is sometimes you're not even paying attention to her, but because she's following you and you posting up your stories, you know what I'm saying, you're posting up the shit you're doing, and she's like, damn, this guy is always doing some cool shit. And then she sees you, she probably see you with other girls, you know what I'm saying, doing whatever you're doing, and then she gonna want to hit you up and be like, yo, what's good? And then now at that point, if you want, you could be like, all right, let me get this girl to the crib, let me get this girl out, because now she's coming after you at this point, because now she's seeing what she missed out on. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And this Venezuelan bad, bro. We'll send you guys. You know, we share receipts with the team. But she came around, and here's the thing: she started. Lakari, you talked about this too on one of your shows. When dudes start slipping, girls start looking for other dudes.
Yes.
So the dude that she was with, this girl doesn't work, bro. Like, and this is very typical of like Miami chicks. This girl don't work. She lives in the unit she's in is about $2,800 a month. I don't know how she affords to be in there, but she's in there. Right. And you know, and then we saw her yesterday actually like walking up to some dude in a Rolls Royce. So it's like, you know, it is what it is. But the point I'm trying to make is that this chick would have never otherwise met up with Fresh had she not like saw peeping his Instagram, whatever. And then when he went out with her, she started telling him, oh yeah, the guy that I'm dealing with right now, he has some stuff going on, blah, blah, blah. So
lost his job.
You know what I'm saying? So what he was able to do, what Fresh was able to do was he was able to stay, you know, in her mind, right? Through Instagram. And then when the dude messes up, boom, hey, I'll go out with you. And I would feel like, you know, girls are always looking like they're always looking a monkey branch if the dude that they're with is on some sim shit, whatever. So sisters do a slipping. Fresh was able to get a date in, and then, you know, continue to work it. Cause this chick is a pain. I ain't even gonna cap, but like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
It's right. Is that like,
he's reeling her in though, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So name of the game is that like, if you can stay on her mind to an extent, eventually you can get her. Girls are never single. So for the most part, it's just going to be your turn.
Yep.
So at some point, she might be with her boyfriend, she might be with her sugar daddy, whatever it might be.
Yep.
But what's going to happen is if you're constantly displaying high value and you're improving your life, you're putting on social media, and she sees that, when that guy messes up, like Myron said, guess what? Who's on her mind? Yo, who's this dude? Wakari on Instagram. Damn, he's looking buff in the gym. He's definitely doing his thing. You know what? Let me hit him up. Or let me react to his story. And this one reaction from a story, I would say this, right? If a girl reacts to your story, it means that she wants you to react to her.
Facts.
At that point, you got her, bro. That's it. Set the date, go on the date from there, smash and do your thing.
Yeah, man. And like the thing is, and this is another thing too, because like when we saw her yesterday, Fresh came through. We had to do some errands real quick, and we saw her, and she walked us to some dude in like a Rolls Royce coupe.
Yeah,
and we're like, yo, this is the dudes that we're competing against, because that's probably the dude that's paying her rent, and like you know what I'm saying. And when you're in Miami, when you're dealing with the hottest chicks, That's what you're up against. So what we were able to do, we're able to use Instagram as the equalizer against these simps that have all this money. You know what I'm saying?
Like Harry says,
in the game, exactly.
Bro, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a wrap.
So that's how you're going to be able to compete in 2020 if you want to deal with like the baddest chicks, bro. Because like one of the harshest realities I had to deal with when I first moved out here is like the baddest chicks in Miami are sponsored, and you're competing with some dude with a Bugatti or a Bentley or something when you're out here. It's just the way it is. And you know, we're actually going to have Lucario Miles here too next month, guys. So make sure you tune in on that in the Fresh and Fit podcast. That's going to be fire. Probably one of the best streams. Is you guys better mark your calendars for that one. But I have 5 things that I was going to talk about Instagram. Why Instagram is so important for guys in 2020 as far as like dating goes, because quite frankly, it's, you know, the main dating app. So number 5, you're going to be able to talk with chicks that you otherwise would have never been able to meet, right? Like through cold approach or whatever. So like one thing I've learned about like chicks that are like IG models in general, chicks that like, you know, make a lot of money off the way they look, right? They typically aren't on dating apps. They're not on Tinder. They're not on Bumble, whatever. And as a matter of fact, some of the baddest chicks, they actually take it as an insult if they're on a dating app. So they're not on dating apps. So what's left? Well, you have to run into her, you know, maybe cold approaching, maybe at a bar, maybe at a club. If she is at a club, she's probably gonna be in some VIP, whatever it is. So Instagram is a way for you to rub elbows and get in contact with girls that you otherwise would have never been able to get access to. Because like these very attractive girls, they're invited to mansion parties, boat parties, you know, they're hanging out with millionaires, rappers, whatever it is. So the only way you're going to be able to get in within striking distance to even spit your game is you're going to have to use Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing. Then number 4 is you're able to resonate with like a younger audience, right? A younger audience, younger women. So a lot of guys, let's keep it no cap, right? Everybody wants to get the bad 18 to 24, 25-year-old. Well, these chicks grew up in an age where cell phones were in their hands when they were 10. You know what I'm saying? They grew up in the digital age, right?
So they're on there already.
Exactly. So like the thing is that, you know, luckily for me and Fresh, we're old enough to remember what it was like to not have a cell phone when you were a kid. But these women now that are younger, they always grew up with an iPad or a phone or whatever. So it's normal for them to always be on their phone or whatever it is. So when you tell a chick, because we've had actually a couple guys call in, hey, I don't have an IG. What do I do? And I tell them, listen, you don't have to have IG. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, you don't need Instagram to get girls at all.
You don't.
And we probably shouldn't even be saying that. But I'm going to say it anyway because we're not going to lie to you guys.
Keep it real.
We're going to keep it 1,000%. You don't need this course. You don't need Instagram at all. But what I will tell you is you're shooting yourself in the foot by not having it. Because girls that you otherwise wouldn't have been able to meet that are younger, if you tell them I don't got an IG, you might lose her. There's a good chance you might lose her because unfortunately, a lot of young people put a lot of stake into their social media. Like a lot. Go ahead.
And I can't say how many times a girls have met me is like, yo, what's your Instagram?
Yeah.
And like off rip, I know for a fact that's my business card. So off rip, when I get for that Instagram, it's the sealed deal for the most part. I set up the date and I go from there. Vice versa, I have clients that call in like, yo, bro, like real talk, man. This girl asked me for my Instagram the other day, and I didn't have a good pitch, so I didn't want to give it to her. And that to me is losing out on opportunity right there. Because if you had a good Instagram, just give it to her, make that connection, follow her back, boom.
If you want to date young baddies, honestly, you need an IG. And then here's the other reason too. Now, number 3, why IG is very important. Counting down is because you're going to be able to verify you're not a catfish. So let's say you do meet a chick from online dating or whatever it may be, or you met her through cold approach, right? She's going to forget who you were if she don't have your social media. You know what I mean? And she's not going to remember you. Or if you meet a girl through online dating, 99% of the times I match with a girl on Tinder, Bumble, or any of these dating apps, she's always asked, what's your Instagram? And the reason why they do that, like when guys ask for Instagram, what do we do it for? To verify she ain't fat, to verify she's not catfishing, right? Girls do it for 2 reasons. Girls do it to verify you're not a catfish, but more importantly, they want to do it for security purposes. They want to see your pictures. They want to look at your story, make sure you ain't crazy. They want to see that you have pictures with other people. You have some kind of social proof, etc. So if you tell a chick on an online dating app, nah, I don't have Instagram, she's going to be like, oh, well, that's kind of weird. Then what does that do? That kind of puts you in a bind where you're going to basically have to FaceTime this chick, which is fine. You know, we teach you guys how to do that too, where you get on a phone call with her, whatever. This is why I'm telling you guys, you don't need Instagram. But again, it makes life easy because then she's able to look at your stuff and you don't have to tell her. She's discovering it, which is more attractive. Go ahead.
Guys, like for example, I don't talk a lot just because I don't want to exert that much energy. But for the most part, like Instagram does all the talking for me. And like I've been out there cold approaching, I've been out there doing my thing. I know how it is. It's a grind. But I decided, you know what? I want to maximize my time to focus on business, real estate, and investing. That's where I want all my energy to be at. So for the most part, if I can find a way to do less talking and get what I want still, and even more, and it's all about, I could go talk to 10 girls on the street, walking one by one, or I can go Instagram, DM 10 chicks, and get at least 7 or 8 of them to come to my crib.
Yeah.
Right? So
right. And the thing I wanted to say also too is that I think what guys got to understand, that I've always use as many avenues to your advantage.
Yes.
So it's like, so I think a lot of guys when they think about game, they're always thinking about it in like this one funnel. It's like, okay, well, let me just do online dating, or let me just cold approach, or I'm like, do everything. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're the type of guy who's like, yo, I'm just trying to get girls in my social circle, that's cool. But it's like you got all of these other different situations where you can get chicks. So if you know how to get girls on Instagram, why the fuck not? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. So I say, yo, motherfuckers should jump on all of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But go ahead, Myron. You still doing the countdown. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 1,000%. Like, you guys got to be doing a full court press on the sexual marketplace. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to be on every single the reason why dating is so hard for men is because men make it hard on themselves because they don't source.
They don't source at all.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I always say, like, 90% of dudes' problems when it comes to women is a sourcing problem. And if you're not leads in the funnel, you're fucking up. But the top 2 reasons, go ahead.
Guys, right now, right? I have a headache. Not because of hunger or because I feel sick. It's because I have too many girls hitting me up right now. And Mike can see this. Like, I don't know who to see right now after this live stream. And it's all for Instagram. Literally, like, it's a legit funnel. I can just like set up, leave it, forget it.
Yeah.
Check my phone every now and then.
Yeah.
Just like that. Sorry, go ahead.
No. But what I was gonna say, and Fresh does have, he does have the receipts, man. Like we'll
And not only me, but all my boys that do the course, like they legit setting up. So you know what? Girls from school, girls that they met later on that they never talked to. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a nice view, or oh, that's a nice dog. Like just reacting to their stories alone gets them in the door.
Yeah. So let me tell you this too, guys. So the number 2 reason why IG is important, and this is honestly, to me, I think this is the most important one. It has nothing to do with fucking bitches. Mm-hmm. Yo, networking with other high value guys, bro.
Networking.
Yo, guys, no cap. I met Fresh through Instagram. We would not be doing this podcast right now talking with Lucario without Instagram. Mm-hmm. The first conversation we had was a DM. Solo TV put us in touch, right? And then we had a DM. Hey, yo, I saw your prank channel. I want to talk. Let's talk some business, whatever. I'd like to work with you. I'm down in the area too. We're both in the Brickell neighborhood in Miami. We did a 1-hour call. We spoke. We were vibing. Obviously, like Lucario, me and you talk about all the time. Game recognizes game, right? Like you could detect a fellow womanizer when you see him.
Yep.
Right.
So, bro, we need to meet up right now. I went over to his crib. We chopped it up. Met his roommate. We talked about shit. And I think we went out to go eat, and then boom, like we've been mad tight ever since. Yep. So, if it weren't for Instagram, we would have never met. We would have never made the studio. We never would have been able to do all this. Then on top of that, so check this out. When we were moving into this building, we ran into Q Banks in the lobby, right? Because he's out here. And Fresh reached out to him. Hey, bro, we want to have you on the show. And then they just communicated through Instagram for a bit. And then we're able to get Q Banks on the show. And he's like the number 1 Forex trader in the United States. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The dude has a crazy following. And we were able to get him on and do an interview. How? Through networking on Instagram, bro. So it's like, this is the world we live in. You know what I'm saying? Business card isn't good enough. People need to be able to pull up an Instagram profile and verify who you are. We're also talking to another really big YouTuber right now, which we can't talk about. But how did he look at it? He looked at Fresh's Instagram. Yeah. He looked at our YouTube channels. And they're like, all right, yeah, you guys are legit. We'd do an interview with you guys.
And let me just say, right? I want to ask one thing as well. So some guys may say like, oh, I don't need social media. That's for faking and all that stuff. Listen to me, right, bro? In the next coming years, you're going to be able to like think a thought and happens on your phone or your screen. We're moving in an age where if you're not keeping up with technology and the fast-paced data, you're going to be left behind. And when you're left behind, you're not going to get to meet cool people. You're not going to be able to network with people that you actually care about. Girls, all that stuff. So being online in this age, having good profile,
it's almost required, man.
It's a requirement. And if you wait late, I'm sorry to say, guys that have been doing it from the beginning, okay, picture this, right? What percentage of guys are smashing girls right now? 10 to 20%, right?
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, most of them are not out there sourcing girls like by themselves. They have things set up. They have a girl guy, a good Instagram page, or
I need to give me some chicks. Be like, yo, go out there and cold approach me. Yo, that's a new business. I need to start that shit, man. A cold approach nigga. Like,
let's talk about this real quick.
You know?
Yo, so check this out. Well, I'm gonna tell for all the viewers out there, because people really be thinking these celebrities, whatever. Number one, all of them use Instagram to get girls. They ain't going out cold approaching chicks. They're just DMing chicks, whatever. But in LA, whatever, with these top tier guys, what they do is they have a girl dude, right? And we got this from our boy who lived in LA for a while. He was in the party scene, whatever. He was explaining all this to us. Yeah. And like dudes like Dan Blazarian, etc. All these very high end guys that don't want to really be out in public. They got guys that are girl guys. These dudes go out to places where there's a lot of girls. Hey, listen, such and such manager. Here's the proof on Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to come to a party? Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Listen, I'm going to email you guys all NDAs, the parties and then we'll give you guys the address of the party. So they email them the NDAs. The girls sign it. Okay, bring your 10 hottest friends. They show up. They kick any girls out that aren't attractive. They invite them in. When they invite them in, give us all your phones. Boom. Phones are taken. Girls go in. They meet the celebrity. Celebrity comes out with his entourage, him and maybe 4 or 5 other guys, 50 girls. They party, and then sometimes if you're a little pumped, wink, wink, he'll just be like, all right, which one do you want to suck my dick? And then she'll go back with him. That's how these like dudes run game now. They got girl dudes, and then they basically have for private parties, and then they invite these chicks. But a lot of people don't notice, you know what I'm saying? But, obviously we're here in Miami, we're rubbing elbows with these types of guys, so we're able to get the insider thing. But any guy that has a blue check is pretty much just running IG game. He ain't cold approaching nobody, which is, hurts my heart. But that's the thing, guys. That's where we're moving to. You know what I'm saying? And
then also as well, for the average guy out there that's working a regular job, literally perception is key. You can literally set up your page so that you have an effective perception that, you know what, I'm living my life how I want to live it. So let's say you're a boxer, let's say you're a carpenter, whatever it might be. Showcase your skills online in a way that attracts people to you. And it can start with just people that are like-minded. You can start with, you know what I'm saying, like with females, whatever it might be. Put it in a way that's attractive. And to not only girls, but whoever it might be want to do business in the future, and watch what happens. It's just like, for example, it's all about getting your name out there, because you could be the best doctor in the world, the best carpenter, whatever. If no one knows who you are, it don't matter. Yep. Same thing with girls. If you want a 9 or 10 Colombian girl or wherever she is, right? And let's say you're here in New York, you're in Miami, whatever. How's she gonna meet you? She's 1,000 miles away.
Yeah.
How can you connect with her? Instagram.
Yeah.
So it's,
and we'll talk about that real quick too.
Man.
Real quick. So I'm going to do a quick little recap. So number 5, right? It allows you to meet women that you otherwise would have never met.
All over the world.
All over the place, right? Like, because we always talk about it. The baddest chicks, you ain't going to find them in clubs. And if they're in clubs, they're in a VIP, and you ain't going to definitely run into them like on dating apps, right? So Instagram allows you to get access to these types of chicks. Number 4, you're able to resonate with a younger female girls, right? We all know they're all on IG. Number 3, you're able to verify who you are, right? Through make sure you're not a catfish, then also handle like a security objection that a lot of women have, because quite frankly, safety is very important for girls. So if she's able to look at your Instagram, make sure you ain't no crazy person, you got cool pictures, it's going to make her put her at ease to meet you on a date. Yep. Then number 2, the most important, in my opinion, you're able to meet other men and network. For me and Fresh would not be here if it wasn't for Instagram. And then a lot of the interviews we got, Sarah J, Q Banks, we were talking with that big YouTube right now, etc. We wouldn't have been able to do it without Instagram. And then the number one reason why Instagram is so important is the passive demonstrations of high value, right? Because when you're able to basically build up that funnel and be attractive, it's like making money passively. Like let's say you own a couple of properties, right? And you're collecting money passively while you sleep. Yeah. That's exactly what you're doing with Instagram. Girls are looking at your stories, girls are looking at your pictures, and then you're basically building up value in her eyes, and then you're taking up real estate in her mind consistently. And then she's eventually when you DHV hard enough, she's eventually going to message you or whatever. And that goes back to what I was saying. The dudes, like these blue checkmark guys, these athletes, these celebs, whatever it may be, none of them are on dating apps. They're all only on social media. And a big reason why they're not on dating apps is because, some chick sees like Chris Brown on Tinder. She's going to screenshot that and clap it and make jokes, right? So these dudes, that's why they have girl guys. That's why they're only using Instagram. Matter of fact, they're having someone else message the girls from another Instagram account that's verified. So this is the world we live in, guys. And in 2020, attention is a woman's currency, and she's on Instagram to get it all the time. So you need to go where, quite frankly, the customers are, right?
Yeah.
It's because it's sales. So all chicks, most attractive girls have an Instagram profile to some degree, and they're on it all the time. So you just got to know where the girls are, man. I'm not saying don't cold approach. Now, I know some people, oh, man, you say don't cold approach. No. You need a cold approach 100%. But
still,
your cold approach is even more potent and increase your success rate. You need to also give your Instagram as well as do a number close. Because go ahead.
Let me say something real quick. I just did a job at a wedding, because I do videography and shit. The bride and groom met on Instagram.
Boom.
See, that's
the nigga lived in Tallahassee, and he met her on Instagram, and friggin' he used to drive to Orlando to chill with her, and then over the years they stayed together and shit.
Wow.
And now they got married just this past weekend. So it's like that, bro. It's really like that.
Miles, that's funny because my boy.
Tell him that story with Colombia.
Yeah. So basically, right, I got a friend here in Miami, right? He doesn't date American girls. He's only Spanish Colombian girls from outside, right?
He's a former dating coach, and he worked alongside one of the top guys in the industry.
RSD.
Yeah. So
this guy's like legit with girls. He knows his stuff. He's very, 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 very picky. So, yo, Fresh, how do I get girls outside of the US that I want to talk to? Like, he wants bad Colombian chicks.
Yep.
That's perfect. Do the IG targeting that we teach in the course and see how it works. So this guy literally followed the steps, right? He set up the promotion, whatever that we say to do. In less than 2 hours, bro, he had over 70 Colombian girls DMing him.
That's dope.
And guess what?
Dope.
He went to Colombia 2 weeks later. I know he has a girlfriend over there. And I know it sounds weird. Oh, this dude flew to get a girl? No. He talked to her
here in the States DMs, first.
FaceTime
he set it up. Yeah, he set it up here before he even went down there.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Got there, it was natural. And guess what? Now they're together right now, and she's gonna fly him back and forth. And now he's happy. But guess what? He never would have found her without using Instagram to actually meet her all the way in Colombia while he's here in Miami.
And bro, this chick like cooks for him, cleans for him. She's twerking when she cleans in a thong and all this wild shit. I'm just like, bro, what the she does all this extra stuff for him. You know what I'm saying? But he wouldn't have found her.
Right.
Run those steps.
This guy's so cheap. He doesn't spend money on girls, nothing like that. But he found a girl cool with him, and he did his thing. So you know what I'm saying?
I guess the basic idea is for guys to understand that it's not a replacement for cold approaching or for understanding game. It's an enhancement of your approach and your game. You understand? Because it allows you to, like you guys said, cover more ground, cover more volume, and do things in a more efficient manner as opposed, because you could, like you said, you could chill all day in the street and holler at 10 chicks, but it's much easier to take some decent pictures, have show that you have an interesting lifestyle, and then be able to for 10,000 women to see that lifestyle in one shot. You understand? And then you just type a couple of words back to them, and then it's easier for you to actually source them that way. You understand? So because me personally, I just don't want guys thinking that this is just the fucking magic key. It's still not a magic key. You still have to actually be interesting. You still have to know game. You still have to understand how to deal with women, because these women are gonna be coming to you left and right, and they're gonna be getting at you so much easier. You definitely got to have a handle on your game. You understand? You definitely have to have a handle on who you are, so you don't lose yourself.
And that's an excellent point, Miles. And let me tell you guys this right now, man. This is by no means a replacement for cold approach, getting out there and talking to girls. We're not going to sit here and cap and tell you guys Instagram is the end all be all. Yep. As a matter of fact, all Instagram is, what we're teaching you guys how to do is create another bridge so that you can get more leads coming to you.
Right.
If that bridge isn't paved, right? If that bridge isn't paved, aka you don't have game, well, it's going to be rocky when she comes over, and she might not want to cross the bridge and deal with you. So we're building another bridge for you guys, but you guys still got to have the game to pave the road so that she can drive over the bridge nice and smoothly to you. So you got to have the foundation, guys. There's no way around it.
I'll go a step further.
Yeah.
Game is the foundation, and the building and the concrete and everything going up from there is literally social media, cold approach, everything like that. that just gives you the whole very top.
We're giving you more, giving you another funnel to use so that you can use your game on. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
it's funny. It's funny real quick because I always hear guys say, man, shit is hard out here because of social media. And I'm like, I always thought it's the opposite. It's like, I felt like shit is easier because of social media, meaning that you have more access now. Because even with like online dating, see, the thing with Instagram is it's like a sort of like a undercover way of online dating. You understand what I'm saying? Basically, you understand what I'm saying? So what it is, what guys don't understand is that it's not that social media, because they're saying, oh, social media made it harder because girls getting all these likes and DMs and everybody sweating them and all this other stuff. But the thing is, it's the same fucking thing. Women have always had guys sweating them. Women always had guys giving them attention. But the guys who get them are the guys who have game. So if you're on social media and you know how to do it, then you'll get girls. It's that simple. But the problem is a lot of dudes don't know how to do this shit. You see what I mean? And so I wanted to ask you guys, as far as like, let's say you got a guy who he's like, he's just a regular, everyday, average guy. Let's say he has an Instagram, but he only has like, 30 followers and he's only, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he has like three pictures of himself on there and it's just selfies and shit. Mm-hmm. Like, what can this guy do to spruce it up? And what would he have to do to really be successful to make the shit happen? You know what I'm saying?
Great. That's a great question.
I'm glad you said that, bro. So get this, right?
Because that's a big objection that guys have is, I only got a few followers. I don't got really any good pictures. How the hell do I get this done?
Listen, that was me literally 2 to 3 years ago. Literally, I was working a regular job, 9 to 5. Actually, I was working 2 jobs. I was struggling. I didn't have a way to meet girls. Actually, I stopped dating because I was like, you know what? I'm too broke to do any of this shit. I need to focus on myself. And I was like, you know what? How the hell is this guy on Instagram out here in a pool with 3 bad chicks? And I'm here struggling. Nah, bro. I need to figure out what he's doing so I can at least get to that point or close to it, right? Right. And I realized, bro, it's all about knowing what to do. Because guys say, oh, I post every day on Instagram. The algorithm is going to push me up and I'll get a lot of followers. No. It's certain things you have to do to make it work. Once you know what to do to make it work, and you can get a following, and you can get good pictures and a good setup for your DHV, which is the display high value, then at that point, you can access the multitude and like the scale of what you want. So for example, the regular guy on the street that has like 30 followers and maybe 3 pictures, perfect. You got to start somewhere. Once we figure out what you want, and I say this all the time to all my clients, right? What do you want on Instagram? Do you want girls? Do you want clients? Or do you want both? Because that's going to determine how I guide you down that path. Yeah. And once I know what your path is, okay, great. Now I know what we need to do. And the thing is, for example, this works for the average guy. You don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to be anybody special. Oh, I was a nerd working at Chick-fil-A. I literally was a little bit chubby, overweight. I didn't get any girls. And I said, you know what? How do I, Fresh Prince CEO, become that guy that girls want to be around and that guys want to connect with and do business with? Actually, I met my mentor. I told me about real estate and investing from Instagram. And you know what? I'll give you guys one key. It's about adding value. I ask you guys a question right in the chat and Lucario and Miles. Why do people follow Kevin Hart?
Because he's funny.
Exactly. Why do people follow Drake?
Because he can rap.
Exactly. The point is they all add value in some way or fashion.
Right.
How you as an individual add value. You could be a photographer. You could be a skateboarder. You could be even a surgeon that does booty shots, whatever. The point is, you got to know what you can do and showcase that in a way that gets you what you want. And I'm telling you right now, bro, like I said before, you could be the best person in your niche or your skill in the world. If you don't know how to market yourself in the right way, it don't matter. Yeah. And you will never be rich. You'll be poor. And guess what? I'm sorry to say this. Real talk, if you don't use any type, and look, it doesn't have to be Instagram. It could be whatever you need to do. But if you got a business or you want to succeed in life, you need something to push your stuff out there so people can see it and attract it. I would say the most powerful thing in the world is to attract rather than chase. If you can attract something to you, bro, literally, you can. It puts you in a power position, actually. Exactly. Right. So literally, all we're doing is we're telling guys, you know what? Instead of chasing those girls out there, let the girls come to you. Yep. You focus on what you need to focus on, and as a man, if your main focus is women, I'm sorry to say, you're already losing. Yeah, and here's the other thing too. We teach you, we know
Girls always thirst trap with their bodies. We teach you guys how to thirst trap chicks with your lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You're basically playing the game that women play, where you're going to reverse it on them, and you're going to use their same, because let's keep it real. Girls know exactly what the fuck they're doing when they post their bikini pics, their ass pics, whatever it is that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They know exactly what they're doing. So you got to play the same game that women play back against them. And quite frankly, game teaches guys just how to, you know, how to maneuver in the marketplace and not let girls take advantage of them. And quite frankly, a lot of the strategies are using the same things against women, against them. You know what I'm saying? You're flipping the script on them. You're making her qualify to you. You're leading the interaction, all this other shit that otherwise, if you don't do it, you're going to take an L. Well, we're teaching you guys how to do that in the digital world with Instagram, where you're flipping the script on her and using her same tactics against her. It's just that as a man, you have to flex in a different manner. You know, your body's one thing, but you're going to get way more chicks, and your Instagram is going to be way more potent with women when you thirst trap with your lifestyle, because women aren't as visual as we are, but they have a better imagination than us. So and I'll give this one away for free. One of the litmus tests we tell guys all the time when you take your pictures or you do your stories, can a girl envision herself next to you doing said activity that you're doing right now?
Right.
If the answer is yes, it's probably a good post. You know what I'm saying? If the answer is no, then it's probably a bad post. You know what I'm saying? If you're skydiving, right, and you're taking professional pictures to do it, whatever it may be, can a girl envision herself doing it with you? Yeah, it's fun, it's risky, it's adventurous. Yes, right? However, you drinking a beer with your friends at some shitty bar, right? Like some dive bar with a low quality picture. Can a girl envision herself there with you and 20 other guys? Probably not. So more than likely, that's not a good picture. You know what I'm saying? So you got to use that limit test.
You know what's the worst one?
What up?
You in a bathroom doing a bathroom selfie?
Oh yeah, facts.
Like this? Cute, bro. You think that's funny? Bro, that's like, you know what
that's repellent. Yeah, that's an L automatic.
Yeah, I think what guys got to understand is that, you know, all of this is it's really marketing. And I think what guys on it, because some guys would be like, because I've seen guys in the chat, it was like, oh, but you know, aren't you like just faking a lifestyle? And all? No. It's not about faking anything. It's about showing what you actually do. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're going to be using Instagram anyway, you feel what I'm saying? What you might as well do is you might as well showcase yourself in the ways that are the most attractive. If you're actually having a cool life, which you should be doing anyway, you should be actually doing some interesting stuff in your life anyway. And if you're on social media and you're on Instagram, you should be leveraging it like that anyway, right? Then all you're really doing is doing the things you would have been doing anyway, but marketing it in a more attractive way, so that when you do hit that girl up in a DM, or a girl hits you up in a DM, right? Then it's easier for you to interact with that chick and make it happen. So even like, for example, if you are on online dating, let's say you're on Tinder or Bumble or whatever, and a girl asks for your Instagram, or sometimes I think now even right now, a lot of these sites, they have it where you could connect your Instagram to your online dating profile or whatever.
Right.
So if you're swiping on the chick on Tinder, whatever, or one of these sites that she sees that she can look at your Instagram unprovoked without you even like giving it to her, then it's like, oh, she's more likely to fucking respond to you on Tinder because it's online, because of your social media shit. She's gonna be like, damn, this dude is cool as hell. Let me hit him up. You see what I'm saying? And so this is what I'm saying, is that all you're doing is setting it up. You understand what I'm saying? You're setting it up so that once she comes through, or once the women, come through to your page, then they're going to be like, oh shit, they're going to be more responsive to interacting with you. Just like, for example, when you cold approach, right? When your appearance is on point, a woman is more receptive to talking to you because your appearance is on point. She's like, this guy looks like he's about something. This guy looks clean and whatever. Now, if you're on Instagram and I go on the chick's page, and let's say I like one of her pictures or some shit, and I DM her and I'll be like, yo, I like that picture of you, on that mountainside. Where was that, right? And then she's going to look at my page and be like, oh shit, this guy's cool as hell. And then she'll most likely respond to me, but just off the strength that my social media shit is on point. So this is what we're trying to get you guys to understand. It's not about you faking shit. It's not about you doing all this other crazy stuff. It's about having that extra vehicle. It's another thing in your arsenal. You understand what I'm saying? It's like if you was an entrepreneur, you always hear entrepreneurs say, yo, I got this business, I got that business, I got 7 streams of income. Why not have a bunch of streams of pussy getting? You understand what I'm saying?
I want to say this real quick too, because I see guys in the chat saying, oh, social media killed the game, whatever it may be. you guys could say that. What I'll say is this: what it's done is it's made women value male attention less, right? And because it's so abundant now, thanks to social media, whatever. So you have to basically diversify yourself and stand out from the noise. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and the other thing too, you guys got to understand is that as technology has gotten better and social media has become more and more prevalent, it's shortened a lot of people's attention spans as well. So a girl that would have otherwise probably remembered you 10, 15 years ago is going to forget about you now because you're getting put to the back of the Rolodex all the time. So how are you going to continue to keep the interaction going? Well, the Instagram, again, like we said before, passive demonstration is a higher value. She's seeing you on her feed. She's going to remember you. Whereas like if you had just cold approached her and that's it, right? No matter how good your game was, you might get pushed. You might get trumped by the volume, you know what I'm saying, of that she's dealing with. You're just going to, even though she liked you, whatever, you might just get put to the back of the line just because she's not seeing you enough and everyone else is hollering at her too. But if you're able to get in there and wedge yourself in and keep yourself open, right, with the Instagram, basically like the Instagram is like a jack to keep the door open for you so she can continue to see the DHVs. You're going to set yourself up to win. And then when you got the game to actually close it out, because make no mistake about it, guys, if you don't got game and you got a good Instagram profile, yeah, the chick will meet up with you on a date, but you ain't going to fuck. Nope. She's going to be like, yo, this dude's a lame. Yep. And if anything, if your Instagram profile sucks, if it's good, and then she meets you in person and you suck, it's going to make her even more tight because it's congruent now.
Right.
Like they got bamboozled.
Yo, let me ask
exactly.
Yeah.
Guys, the truth is inside you. Literally, as Zakaria says. And this is not about you flexing, trying to be a fake person online. No.
Yeah, no.
I always tell guys all the time, right? My Instagram is literally me. I'm having fun. I'm with hella chicks. I'm with cool dudes. I'm in fast cars. That's my life. Now, your life will never be my life. It's whatever you can do. So you might just be a school teacher. That's fine. But what's your hobby? It might be golfing. It might be tennis.
Yep.
Take good shots if you're doing that.
Yep.
That's you. Be congruent to you. Don't try to fake and be flexing online because that's not you. Be who you are. Know what you want. And promote that shit. That's it.
And that's a big thing we talk about in the course is you need to take high quality pictures doing things you already do so that when you meet the chick, you're congruent to your profile because she's already going to kind of have an image in her head of what you're kind of like. Yeah. And you kind of, I don't want to say you want to match that image in her head, but you want to match it, but then exceed the expectations. And the only way to exceed the expectations is you got to be what you purport yourself to be on the internet. Because if you don't, that's going to cause you problems. You know what I'm saying? Because girls are pretty much like hardwired to detect frauds. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously sex for them is from a evolutionary standpoint, it's a high investment. Survival. So if you hoodwink them and you're not who you say you are, she's gonna walk out on the date and get even more tight. So but yeah, no, Lucario, I don't know if you had anything else. I know you said you probably gotta run out of here soon, right?
Yeah, in a few minutes. But this is the thing I want to tell you guys is to make sure that you guys click that link so that you can get DMs on demand, because I'm telling you guys, y'all see, I want guys to understand how expansive the game is. You understand what I'm saying? And understand that you want to be able to have so many different avenues as to where you can source and make things happen. Because like Myron says all the time, it's about value. You see what I'm saying? And so if you have so many sources to have value, right? The more that you can do, the better. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is that if you learn different facets of the game, because remember, game is just strategy. So what you're learning is different strategies on how to make things happen in the situation. But and also I want to say this, guys, too, is that I think the drawback from a lot of guys when it comes to game, just in general, is guys don't want to put in no work. You understand? They don't want to put in no work. But this is the thing that I think is different about social media game that's different from all the other aspects of like cold approaching and all this, and social circle, even online dating, whatever. The thing with Instagram and what's different about it is that it's one of these things where once you set it up, right? Once it's set up, you understand what I'm saying? Meaning once it's set up, all you got to do is do little tweaks periodically here and there. And then you have something there that's set that's going to be basically like something there that's going to make it a little bit easier for you to get something going. So for example, I use the example of business. It's going to take work to build your business. Yep. But once you have the business set, this is where a lot of entrepreneurs end up making the X amount of money every fucking month. You understand? Yep. So the money comes in every month because you have this shit set up. So it's the same thing with the Instagram, is that once it's set up and you could send a girl a message, or some girls will just message you based off of seeing this shit set up. And then therefore it's easier to interact with the girl because all of the things that she needs to think about you, it's already there. She can look at your pictures, look at your stories. You feel what I'm saying? And she's like, damn, this guy's cool as hell without you even having to really say much. So that's I want you guys to just really see that part of it. You feel what I'm saying?
As you guys know, I like to break things down, right? So for anyone that didn't see the movie Wolf of Wall Street, you need to go see it. It's an excellent movie. But the main character in the movie, Jordan Belfort, he has a sales line. He talks about this in his book. And when you're doing sales, you want a nice, smooth line to the close, right? However, the customer is always going to have objections. Oh, it costs too much. Oh, what's the warranty? Oh, what's this? You're going to hit rocks or whatever. If you set your Instagram up well, right? You handle all those objections before she even fucking can bring them up. And when you can handle objections without her having to tell you the objections, like you've almost kind of just put it there, like with your Instagram profile, you already put, oh, okay, looks like he has a cool lifestyle. Oh, he has girls in his picture. Oh, he has friends. Oh, he has a nice car. Oh, you just handled a bunch of objections she would have had. Security, provisioning, social status, financial, independence, etc. All these things are handled from her looking at your pictures alone. You know, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words for a reason. Then she's able to corroborate it from looking at your stories on video. Oh, this guy is who he says he is. So you're handling a bunch of objections up front so that you're gonna have less objections when you tell her, hey, let's go on a date, because you've done the work already. So when you guys set it up once, which it took Fresh a few years to figure this out, you guys are gonna be good. And let me say this real quick, man, because I don't give Fresh enough credit. This dude's under 6 feet tall. He stutters. He's black as hell, right? You know what I'm saying? He's not the most built dude, but I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and I'm humble enough to say this, he smashes more chicks than I do. That's no cap. You know what I'm saying? And why? Because he's literally mastered an Instagram funnel. You know, you people want to sit here and say, Myron, you're a Chad, you're 6'3", nice teeth, blah, 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 good shape. All right, well, I'm here to tell you, Fresh, average looking guy. Some people even make fun of him in the comments, whatever. This dude smashes more chicks than I do. You know what I'm saying? And he's getting a bunch of them from IG. He's basically turned his IG into his main sourcing method. He doesn't even need dating apps, doesn't need a cold approach. Girls are just DMing him. And it's crazy because I'll see it and I'll be like, bro, what the? You know what I'm saying? And I'm a cold approach advocate, but I'm seeing it with my own 2 eyes. So for the guys out there that say, oh, you need to be a Chad. Oh, you need to be rich, blah, blah, blah. You know, all this other stuff. Fresh is an average guy. You guys know him. He's very humble, nice guy. Obviously, I work with him for a reason. And he's pulling baddies left and right, man. And you guys see the receipts when you look at our stories. You know what I mean? Nice. You guys know we ain't capping out here. So, you know, it is what it is, man. So,
yeah, man. So, anything else, Miles, you want to say?
They need to get on that DMs on demand, man. Sign up now, man, for real. Get on that.
The link is in the chat. The link is also below the video. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys click that link. And how long is the course up forever? How long? Like, what's the timeline?
So we're gonna close it on December 3rd, at midnight, and then the webinars. So guys, just to give you a recap of what's in the course, it's 11 modules, high quality in 4K, where we talk about how to set up your profile, how to take pictures, how to do stories, how to
build your following on Instagram,
how to build your following, organic versus paid, running ads, targeting a specific audience with women, how to network with high value men and meet them on Instagram. We also, and these are all video tutorials. Then the real value, guys, is the Zoom calls. We're going to do 10 Zoom calls after, and we couldn't put the really crazy stuff on the Zoom calls because, quite frankly, there's competition watching, and we don't want them to buy the course and steal our stuff. So we're going to do it in the Zoom calls.
We saw that they bought it.
And we saw some competitors already bought our stuff. So we're going to purposely only reveal that stuff on the Zoom call because that's the secret sauce stuff that, quite frankly, Fresh paid a lot of money to get from his coaches.
$10,000, bro.
And and we're going to teach you guys that stuff, but we're only going to do it on the Zoom call. So the Zoom calls begin December 4th. And we're going to run them for 10 days, Monday through Friday. And we're going to do 1 week night sessions and then 1 week morning sessions. So we get everybody involved. And we're going to record them and make them available to certain guys. But we're going to make everyone turn their cameras on the Zoom calls, whatever. Because the stuff we're going to teach you guys is really, we got to make sure nobody else steals this stuff.
Because guys, once you learn this, you can use it on anything. YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat. This goes across all social media platforms. And this has helped celebrities blow up in real life.
Yeah.
Like, this is what they do to become stars. Literally, this is what they do. And I've done it on a smaller scale, but this is literally how you become a superstar as a regular person overnight or over a period of time. Literally.
Yeah. So the Zoom calls, guys, is where it's going to be at. The module is going to give you the foundation. You go through the modules, then you'll be prepared for us to teach you the secret sauce stuff on the Zoom calls. Where we're going to go over how to run, you know, specific types of sequences to blow up your Instagram and to get a lot of engagement and grow up in the algorithm. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that.
We made a new Instagram for Myron. That's
Unplug Lifestyle.
And it's already at 2,000 followers.
Yeah.
Only 3 pictures.
Yep. So yeah, check that out. You guys will see some of the tactics we're using. And then when you jump into Zoom calls, we'll tell you exactly what I'm doing behind the scenes on the Zoom calls. But yeah, man, that's gonna be secret sauce stuff. Everyone's gonna have to turn their camera on. Yeah, we're gonna see who's in there, and then we'll do the webinar. But the stuff we're gonna teach is it's crazy IG stuff.
And Donovan saw it, he was like, "Yo, this is crazy."
Yeah, we saw Donovan some of this stuff.
Yes.
So you guys are gonna see Donovan a lot more on IG. Thanks, fresh some things. But with that said, guys, get the course, guys. Click the link below. Support Lucario, man. Yeah. Support. You're gonna support Lucario. You're gonna support us. We're gonna have Lucario Miles here next week, actually. And we're gonna talk about the course some more and Game Kings.
Right.
And yeah, guys, like, yeah, man. I mean, it's a no-brainer, man. In 2020, you guys all know that you need to be on IG to get chicks. You know what I mean? To maximize your ability to get chicks. You don't need it. You guys don't need this course.
You don't need it.
But if you guys want to max out, we're here to help.
Right.
Facts.
And I just want to add one more thing. I know we almost done, but I just want to add one more thing. Like, with all of this COVID shit and reasons, like, there are more reasons mounting as to why people are trying to stay in the crib. Yeah. Like, something like this is kind of like a no-brainer for because all these guys love to find every fucking reason why they can't get bitches. So it's like, nigga. So if you really having an issue with COVID and you my town is blah blah blah, go get the course, man. Sign up for DMs on demand and really so you have one less fucking excuse. You understand what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And use Lucario's code, guys. It's below.
Right. Click the link in the chat. Back.
Right. Code, guys. So you support us, you support Lucario, and you guys support the creation of this content. All this money, as you guys can see, gets invested right back into the studio, to bring Lucario down, Miles down, and we want to continue to do these kind of collabs. And Lucario, thank you for having us on the show, bro. You too,
man. Appreciate
it. Yes, sir.
We're gonna be doing the other live show at 4:30 on this channel. So the Friday show. So just stay tuned. I'll have the link up soon. So I'll holler at you guys. I'll see you guys in a minute. And we are out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.